Hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got a big show lined up for you. Let's get right on into it. All right, yeah, the Vols got their guy. They've been really needing a point guard, and they got a great one. Also, it looks like the Grumors were real. John Gruden may very well have been close to taking the Tennessee job back in the day. We're going to talk about that a little bit. But first, let's get into the big news.
The big news.
News? What news? What?
Yeah, the Vols picked up a big-time transfer portal guy from the Maryland Terrapins. He had just entered the portal, and he was definitely one of the top players. He was a top 6 transfer portal guy, the number 3 point guard, and this guy's a baller. I mean, he's an exceptionally good basketball player and a terrific guard. And he averaged 14.7 points a game, and here's his stats: 45% field goal percentage, 41 from 3, and then 86 from the free throw line, which is huge. Your guards have got to be able to shoot over 80%, and that's a good number. And he's played under a lot of pressure. And that 41% from three-point is terrific. And he played at Belmont before he transferred to Maryland. And by the way, he is from Greenville originally. He attended Greenville High School. That is my high school. Yeah, I went to Greenville, and I lived there as a child. I was there from 8 years until I went to UT. And I played basketball against a Gillespie or two, and they were all great. I mean, they were tremendous athletes. So I'm not shocked by this. It is a heck of a coincidence, though. And I can assure you he got a really nice payday. And just looking back at his stats, he scored 17 points against Florida in a loss. And then you can see how he played during the NCAA: 12, 10, 16, 11, and 17. And he was born in Greenville, Tennessee. So that's cool. So I'm sure his whole family in Greenville has got to be thrilled right now. I mean, getting to play at UT, he got himself a great paycheck. You can imagine. I'm sure it was very significant. Because with NIL, and also we're getting ready to have April 7th, where there's probably going to be a negotiated settlement. Both sides have already agreed. We're just waiting on the judge to put the hammer down. And it looks like that's going to happen with $21.5 million available to athletes. And Tennessee will be using every dollar of that, plus NIL. So I'm sure they opened up the coffers, and they need some more guys for the team. I believe they got 6 spots open, and getting a really good guard was absolutely critical. We've got some big guys, but we need a shooting guard, point guard, a wing, I mean, all down the line, and getting this guy's huge. So really good. I was hoping we'd get some good news very soon because, look, everybody's in the portal now. I mean, you still got 4 teams getting ready to play in the Final Four, but most of the teams are out there hunting in the portal big time, and a lot of people are entering and committing. So Tennessee still got a lot of work to do, but this is a great get for them. And here you can see he's a 97 rated player in the transfer portal, number 3 point guard, number 6 overall. As a prospect, he wasn't even rated. So has he come a long way really quick? I mean, wow. All right, now we're going to talk about Grumors. If you'll remember back years ago, there were a lot of rumors that John Gruden was going to possibly take the job at UT during the whole time when Butch Jones was there. And then, of course, Jeremy Pruitt was hired as well. So they hired 2 coaches, never hired Gruden, but there were a lot of rumors about it. And it turns out that those rumors were true. And it was 2012 and 2017 when he was connected to the team. He had been a graduate assistant at Tennessee in the mid-'80s. And I believe his wife was a cheerleader or something like that. And I think his son went to UT as well. And he actually went on the Mike Keith show and discussed it. And he said there were some serious talks, and he had some assistant coaches that were ready to go. He said, when I was doing Monday Night Football, there were some serious talks. I just wasn't ready to do college football. I was broadcasting, etc. He said, I really felt like if I had become the head coach at Tennessee, I probably would have gotten into all kinds of trouble with recruiting because I want to get all the best players. He said, I wasn't ready for it, but I had talked to Peyton Manning and Kenny Chesney about it. He said, sometimes I look back and I wonder what would have been if he'd pulled the trigger on going to Tennessee. He said, I had people ready to go. I did. He said, I was eager, honestly, to be a college coach when I got fired by Tampa. He said, I was really ticked off, as you can imagine, and I went to Oregon, spent a few days with Chip Kelly, etc. He said, but I just didn't feel like doing the grind of recruiting suited him. He said, I just wanted to be a football coach. He said, some days I wonder what could have been. So I remember all those talks, and people were freaking out. They're like, oh, we saw him down at Calhoun's and things like that. And, of course, he got in all kinds of trouble with the with the NFL, with emails and all that. And if you've watched this channel very much, you know there are 3 things I don't discuss. Number 1 is politics. You don't hear me talking about Biden and Trump, and I just don't do that. And number 2, I don't talk about race or anything along those lines, which is a problem that he had with the NFL. And then number 3, I don't talk about religion. So if you're looking for any insight on any of those types of things, you'll never hear it on this show. I just don't do it. This is sports and sports only. So anyway, maybe it worked out best for everybody that didn't happen given the circumstances. Who knows how that would have played out. But anyway, it does sound like it was absolutely true that he was this close multiple times, but maybe he was had cold feet about the recruiting and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I did want to cover this because I'd always wondered about that with Gruden, that, you know, how close did it really come, or was it just talk? But it sounds like it was real close. And also the pickup of Gillespie for Tennessee's basketball team is fantastic. Great news there. So anyway, just wanted to cover this stuff. It just came out, big news. And if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Lets me know to continue to cover all these big college sports stories. If you've not subscribed, boom, 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 hit that little button right there. Won't cost you a dime, help you get my videos. And right over here is the most recent video, YouTube. Thanks, you'll enjoy. And we'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.